Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is part 10 of the Collage of Kittens. That's where we're at so far. We are going to be working on this square, or I should say rectangular space today. Pull that off and let's go ahead and dial it in. As always, if you enjoy this sort of content and you want to help the channel, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up notification, the thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me how you are, tell me what your challenges are, and talk to me about my channel. Okay, we're going to do capital S. Okay. Working on the tuxedo cat. Can't quite remember what they're called. Something like a orchid, something like that. Like the whale. The one cat that I had doing the videos of, that I had done some of, I should say. Frisky, my cat, one of them. She is this type of cat. And she was given to us. Somebody tried to take her in, got caught, and asked if I would take her. A lot of people do that. All right. Now we're going to go to number 2. Hope everyone's doing well today, or as well as can be expected. I am still healing. Takes quite a bit of time. Surgeries definitely are not for the faint at heart. Sometimes the healing process kind of reminds me of before the surgery, but I know within time I'm going to feel a lot better than I would have if I hadn't had it done. The only thing I'm disappointed in is I can no longer ride a bicycle because of the knee surgery and the way it turned out. It has restricted the movement of my knee on pedaling. So, and I have my doubts on getting that back. I'd like to have it back. I'd like to ride a bike. Couldn't even tell you how old I was when I learned to ride a bike. Kind of reminds me of roller skating. I did the same. I learned at such a young age that I don't remember learning. But yeah. Or maybe I just had a natural affinity to it. I do not know. All right. And another couple on the 2. All right. No, I see one more. There's one. Oh, and another. I'm going to scan this quickly to see if I missed any. All right. I think I'm finally done with number 2. And our next one is number 6. So, all right. And one of the reasons why a lot of times I and other content creators mention that subscribing is absolutely free is because if you're new on YouTube and you run across our channel, we want to let you know there's no extra charge for subscribing. It is a huge platform, that's for sure. And I believe that is it. There weren't a whole lot of number 6s. And now we have the musical note and yep, it's shaped like a musical note. And there's quite a few. Forgive me, I'm going to get a drink of coffee here. Which brings me to another thing. If you like to watch videos about crime, I recommend Coffee House Crime with Adrian. He does an excellent job in covering crime. Usually they're older ones after they've already been convicted. However, he has been doing some newer ones. When I'm watching them, sometimes I'm just so amazed of the things people will do to one another. Unbelievable. But he's definitely one of my favorite. It's funny, on Diary of a CEO, I definitely like a lot of his content, but I couldn't even tell you what his name is. Not quite sure if it's because he don't introduce himself. That could be why. Okay, more of the musical notes are right there. And we're going to go ahead and try. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try with a large coverage to help make it go quicker. I didn't get it over quite enough. And that's where a guide is supposed to help. There we go. Much better. And as I've said, getting them straight in a row can be a challenge too. Uh-oh. Well then. Yep, not guaranteed anything. Look at that. As I said, anybody who watches me will be like, I'm glad I'm not the only one that keeps taking and messing up. Nope, No, you're not the only one. We all do it. We all have our challenges. I still enjoy it. It gives me something to do. Right now, I am taking vinyl blinds. Okay, now we're going to work with letter M. Yeah, vinyl blinds, they're very old. And because I get along very well with the landlord, they're so old that the plastic slattings are breaking because they're the thin plastic, that I know she will allow me to recover them. And so that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been turning them into Roman shades. And that's been a challenge. That's something different. Ooh, I miss a bunch of W's. Do you see that? Well, we'll get in there later. Right now we're going to concentrate on M. Oh, because I didn't do W. That's right. It was the musical notes. All right. I'm all over today. As I said, I was working on turning plastic vinyl blinds into Roman curtains for my kitchen. And there's 4 different windows. And I finished my first one. That was quite a challenge. And I have started the second one. Kind of, sort of. Yeah. I gotten as far as taking it down, cutting most of the things off, and things like that, you know, preparation. I haven't done the fabric yet. So, yeah, it's a challenge. So and you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Them so-called tutorials on YouTube do not mention all the problems you're going to have. That's right. There's a lot of things that they're leaving out of them tutorials. A lot of things. It is definitely more complicated and complexing and can be confusing, and depending if you want to, what's the right word I'm looking for? Modify just a little bit, you're going to have problems. That's for sure. Yeah. So I started with the window that most people don't really look at anyway. So, and that's what I've been working on. Yeah, it's quite the challenge. So I was so happy to take a break and work on this. This is easy. No measuring, no cutting, no ironing, and no lots of things. I just get to play around with little dials, little drills. Okay, need another drink. All right. Now we are doing the W's. That's our next one in line. And wow, sir, we have some major amounts here going on. I was going to use the big drill, and I just discovered that it had some other drills stuck to it that had nothing to do with the color we're using right now. So I had to clean it. So sometimes when I don't get right to it, you can bet I'm I'm being challenged by something going on. So, yeah, I'm enjoying doing it, you know, the curtains. I have a steam iron. The recommendation for that steam iron was like one of the best ever. Like, wow. I can't say I'm disappointed with it. And it allows me to use tools and things I own and be challenged, you know, which can be fun sometimes, you know, to have a challenge. If everything was easy, we probably would never do it. So I've been finding that enjoyable. Trying to make sure. That's another thing I'm noticing is that they don't necessarily spread out on the okay. And then I discovered I also had to paint the windowsill in the window because the gray paint that was under it was coming through because it's been so many years since I've lived here. So, as I said, it was nice to take a break and get off my feet and all right. I'm going to have to shake this out again because, as you can imagine, those great big drill links really use up a lot of the drills. And it appears to be like 5. I'm going to do 5 again. Do 4. And another thing they don't talk about on them tutorials with turning vinyl blinds into Roman blinds is the difference between the string vinyl where it has a string to it and the newer ones, which are, guess what, spring loaded. So when you push up on them, they pull on their own, which I have to use a paper clip to hold the string still so it doesn't pull itself closed. Well, I'm working on it. Yeah, don't talk about that either. And there wasn't a huge amount of tutorials, to be honest, on it. Of course, I'm sure if I started looking harder and harder, I might have found some more, but all I needed was an idea how to do them. I didn't need a huge amount of direction. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Look at how fast it fills them with the, yeah, gotta love it. 7 again. Okay. All right. And then But one of my goals about doing the windows is, besides the fact of the it's getting old and the slats want to break, is the fact that those particular windows are the coldest windows in the house. And I don't like that, so, which is another reason why I'm doing it, because I'm reinforcing the more temperature amount. Yeah, you can see where the clay, kind of wish the clay was more of a transparent color. So if anybody knows where I can get the more transparent clay system, that would be awesome. Rather than it grabbing, and that's the only thing I can say that's more of a benefit with the wax, is that it's a transparent color and it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb if it gets grabbed on by the drills or on the adhesive. So, all right. Now, I'm going to go to a smaller stylus because we have the smaller ones now. The 2s and the 3s and the 1s. Okay. Okay. Now we got some singular ones to fill in. Well, that one I missed. We'll just do it this way. W. Okay. There's one. Okay. All right. Well, that appears to be all. Next one will be a capital T. Nope, I just saw another one right here. Okay. And a capital T. As anyone who's real creative will know, that any new venture will have its challenges. And hopefully it doesn't stop people from trying new things. Get out of your comfort zone. Every window I do, I see it as a new challenge and hopefully a better way of doing it to make it a little bit easier for the next window. Whether or not that's going to be true, who knows? But I'm willing to try. I always wanted Roman shade windows. They're very expensive to buy and or custom order. And I can't do that. Now I did buy halfway decent fabric. And I bought that from eBay, from a company. And yeah. I'm sure they're not going to look perfect, but I'm going to find them good enough. Oh, excuse me. All right. I think that does all the capital T's. And we're going to be working with... Oh, sorry. Goodness. With check mark next. Check mark. Okay. Yeah, we got quite a few, so I think I'm gonna take out the larger stylus, and that way it will help speed up the process. Okay. Whoops, one did not come off. And we're gonna just ignore that. Yeah, sometimes it's just not worth fighting with things, you know? So... Okay. Okay, that does bulk, and we're gonna work with our small stylus to start filling in. Why didn't you let go? I don't know. Did not let it go. All right. Well, we'll do some singular fill-in then. Okay. So now we got 2s and 3s left. So okay. Okay. And 2 more right up here. And that appears to be it. Okay, so next we got the number 4. And we just have a few of these. Alright. See one right here. And that appears to be it. Okay. Capital Q. Okay, where is it? Right here. I'm going to stop for a moment, take a drink of coffee. And in fact, I almost wonder if I can't move that down just a hair. I know there's some glaring right in here. As you can see, they're both mostly letter E's. I have to have the upper light so I can see where my, so I can see the drills to pick them up. And like I said, this is the letter Q. Have a variety going on here. That must be the kitty's toe right there. These are the paws right here. Okay. There's that. All right. So I can mention that I do know that my channel is not the most flashiest, and I don't do, I'm looking for the right words, title grabbers, drama, and everything. But I do hope that it's relaxing. Gives you something to look at, something to do. I know that some of my favorite stations. Now the mowing guys I like but don't like to some extent. They last a long time. They do a lot of weird repetitive things. And they get so loud. Yeah. That's a little disturbing, is the noise level. So Wells Mow It He seems like such a nice guy, does nice things for others. It's hard to find people that'll be helpful these days. Help out their neighbors and others, willing to take money and do it forward. Okay, that's all the queens. So we're gonna go to lowercase b as soon as I find it. Okay, and this is a green color. Fill in those. Must be more representative of shadows. Okay. So, me, I wanted something that I could sit around and do. Getting older, getting worn out. And yet I could still turn around and sell it. And since I was doing them anyways, I was like, you know what? Why not do a YouTube? Some people enjoy watching. I know I do. I actually watch my own videos. And sometimes when I'm watching videos, if I don't want to hear any volume, I just turn my volume down. Doesn't mean I don't watch it. I just don't watch it with volume. Which sometimes, yeah. Sometimes people like that. I like it once in a while. Okay. Now we're going to do capital E. I don't know if there's more than one. I don't see any more. Nope, there's one. Okay, so I see two. I'm gonna fill these two in. There's one. And there's one. And I'm not seeing any more. Okay, so I guess that was it on E. All right. Next, we're gonna go to V. So, V, V, V. There it is. Still using my eye drops. Still trying to, like I said, recover and heal. Slow going. I notice I have a hard time standing on my feet for long periods of time now. I tire out a lot easier, a lot faster. Okay. Okay. Not seeing any more V's. Now we have the rectangular with line through it. These two seem to be pretty scattered. Okay. Okay. Then we have letter N. Okay. Capital N. These are like a brown gold. Okay. 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 And let's see now. Just moving the light fixture away a little to allow more of the okay, where did I see that? And there's one. That is not an N. That is the number 8, which will be next, from what I can see. All right. That is the number 8. Let me find that. Okay, and then we have the U-turn. Yep. Okay. Or at least that's what I call it. And these are a bit scattered as well, as I'm sure you can see. Different areas. Okay. That appears, nope, one more. I just saw it right here. Okay. Next will be the letter F. So we have a capital F. And that appears to be it. Then we have a capital P. Okay. Okay, got some down in here as well. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. The two side-by-side diamonds will be our next one First I gotta put this one away. I'm trying to find it. Okay, 2 diamond dot. Got a few of these scattered. No particular rhyme or reason with them. Again, they're used for shadows and other things. And that appears to be, nope, I just found another right there. Okay. Now it appears to be it. Then we have the number 9. Which is probably used for shadowing as well. So again, we just fill all these in. Let's see. And that appears to be it as well. Okay. Then we have the letter E. We got quite a few E's. And that's the lowercase e. Okay. Really strong color. So very, very strong color. Could be the cat below that has is one of those orange type cats. Very defined, strong coloring. Some orange cats are cream colored, and then others are more rusty color. I've seen both. And I think that's it on the E's. Okay. Now we're going to do the letter D, a capital D. And I know we have a few of these. This is a strong color as well. Quite strong. Very more defined red practically. All right. I believe that is it on the D's. Now we're going to the letter R. We have a capital R. I mention what I'm doing each time. So if you want to follow along, you can. I know when I'm watching myself, my own movies, I like to watch and follow along. Okay. Now we got a couple grouping ones. We'll do the groups. There's 2 of them. And then we have 2 right there. And 2 right here. Awesome. Now we have the letter B. Let me put this one away as soon as I can find it. Capital B. which is quite a violet color, used for detail and highlighting. Pretty much almost finished with this one, and this is part 10 again. I'm finally on the right parts. We're gonna go ahead and do the plus sign next. Let's see. I see only one. Okay, and then we're gonna do the number 1. Yep, I must have missed some. I think I already did these once. So yeah, eventually I'll get to the point where I am going to be putting these, stretching them, putting them on wooden frames, and then selling them in my eBay store, which, if anyone's interested in my eBay store, it is everything dash under dash the dash sun at eBay, of course, and it's all lowercase. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. I surely appreciate you. And until next time, I really hope you take care. See you then.